Hey guys, it's Hey Sophia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make an English style Tudor home. So I am going to talk a little bit here at the beginning just to what happened to me and why I didn't upload video on Sunday. So if you don't want to listen, just skip ahead to about 1:20. So basically what happened is we were booked in to upgrade our internet to the NBN network that's currently installing in Australia. And when they switched on, we never got our internet. So we've had no internet for about 7 days now. I finally got it back today, which is why I'm doing this upload on a Wednesday. So I'm really happy I got to do this one. Thought it wasn't going to happen. But we now have faster internet, so I expect my uploads will probably only take about an hour or two. So I'm really excited. So expect my uploads to all be around midnight release now instead of randomly throughout the days. In case, like, if maybe something bad happened, it might be them, but probably always midnight releases now. Also, a personal update, I finally got my new passport through after my name change, so we're definitely on for Japan in October. We've already booked a couple of hotels for that so far, so I'm really looking forward to doing a vlog with you guys and showing you Japan and architecture. If you do want to keep up to date if something's wrong with me and you're not sure what's going on with me, just check my Twitter, which is down in the description below and also in my channel info. Yeah. But let's get started for now. So the base of this Tudor home, I'm going with a brick on my bottom floor and the cobblestone on a front door little section there. Some British Tudor homes are typically all wood and all white, like the paneling, but I like the look of the Tudor homes that are brick and the wood paneling as well. I think brick is such like a stereotypical like British building material. It's something that is really commonly used here in Australia because of our influences from England, and I just see a lot of British homes with brick in it, so that's what we're going to be doing today. The brick here, you just want to make sure that when you're doing your wall shapes, I've just chosen this random design, but you just want to make sure you're taking into account window shapes when you're building. And also Tudor homes, we're going to be doing the pointy triangle roofs, so I just split up here, so we're going 4 blocks high. But you just want to make sure with your design that you're making enough room for your pointy spiky roof up the top, because you want it to be coming to a point. So it's very important that when you're constructing your walls to whatever size Tudor home that you want, that you're just taking into account that you need a spiky roof that comes to a 1 block point. So I'm making my little front door area here. I'm just playing around a bit, but I'll pay more attention to it when I start doing my roof. I will be doing this little edging here, so I'll speed up ahead and I would have done all the walls on that. There we go. And this is the base of where we're doing our second floor from. So I'm now going to be building up the corners on my walls here, 4 blocks high, exactly like the bottom floor brick, which was also 4 blocks high. And you want to just be doing this on all the corners of your build. Now I have extended the back of my build out a bit there because I was considering doing a winter garden when I was building this. This is something you could do as well. Winter garden conservatory areas are really quite popular in Europe and places like that because it's cold in winter. You need to be able to enjoy the outside while being indoors. So that's something you could do. You could do kind of like a renovated Tudor and do a winter garden. I decided to exclude it, so I will remove that at the end. What you want to be doing now is I've joined up the top blocks of my wooden blocks there, and I'll also be adding some wood paneling as well, and also simply some like wooden stripes. So you want to get that kind of like stripy Tudor effect. So you will see once I do this. I'm going to be showing you a bit of the roofing now though. But see how I have my spiky roof point going on? So that's what I meant, how you need to just be paying attention to the bottom floor of your house to make sure your roof will come to a spike. So you do see that one's at 2, but I will simply just make this a bit shorter and move this along a bit. There we go. And now I have my spiky roof. It's just a lot easier to do that. If you had a really big Tudor home or a really big roof, I'm sure 2 blocks would be fine, but because of the size of my Tudor roof and my house in general, I don't want to be having a 2 block high spike. I think I do end up having one on this end here. It's really fine if you have the odd 1 or 2, but you just want to make sure that most of your roofs come to a 1-block spike. I'm just creating an extra feature on the house now, so I'm creating a little like overhanging window space here. This is a really cool idea if you want something quite cozy inside your house, and this is something you do see typically in British houses, even sometimes in American houses. You have those little curved bits at the front. A lot of the time I really like doing these for builds because I think they look quite good as little book nooks, which is basically when you have the chair right on the inside of the window there, and then you've got your book so you can sit there at the window basking in the sun while you're having a read. So all I'm kind of doing for this here is extending my frame. I'm just making a little frame come out. I'm also going to make my roof hang over the front of the build as well, so you can kind of see I'm just playing around here, and this is the general thing that you need to do with your build as well. You could do exactly my dimensions, or maybe you just want a square Tudor house, or maybe you want to be making a bigger one with a bigger second floor area. It's really up to you how you want to do it. I'm showing you a lot of the foundations, so that way it'll be easy for you to just make your own. So I'm making a second roof detail here, so it's a little bit of like a double roof effect on the end there where it's a bit bigger, and I think it's a quite nice little effect going on. So I'm going to quickly fill in my walls and do my little stripy wooden panels. There we go. So you can see I've just made it really simple. A lot of the spaces I've made 1 gap wide. Where I want 2 gap wide windows, I made the gap about 2 or 3 in between doing my wood panels. So that's something you could take into account. I like doing clear windows a lot of the time. Sometimes I think colored windows or white windows are good. But when I'm doing something really old style, I think it's really great to keep with a clear window, and I think it just looks a little bit more authentic. Might just be me being picky. But on this little window area here, I'm just going to extend it out, and then we are going to be using the window panes to kind of have a curved effect, especially because the way we want to connect that little overhanging roof with some staircases. Something I like to do is if I want to have a roof effect like that, I do panes, because if you look at panes, they match up perfectly with the bottom or the edges of staircases, so that's why I'm going with the panes, and you can see that's a really cool little window cover now. So I'm going to go ahead now and show you the detail for doing a little roof area like this. It's really quite simple to do. It's more about just playing with the shape of the roof connecting to a second roof, which can be a little bit tricky sometimes. So the way you kind of want to go about it is I first focus on the smaller roof like so, and then focus on the bigger roof and making it fit in with the smaller one. So you can see there's a gap there. I would fill that in with some blocks so it looks like the roof is joining to that. And that's basically it. So I'm just playing around and showing you some different things you could do. You might want to have an all wood overhang, so it's a different kind of texture to the rest of the house. You might want to make it wood paneling, which is another cool thing you could do. You might want to add bits of paneling and bits of wood, or you might want to have white with bits of other bits. It's completely up to you how you want to decorate. But this is another cool way you could add some more kind of like personalization to your build. I am going to speed up now and finish through my bottom story windows. So I have finished all my bottom story windows now. I changed my bottom story windows to pane because I like the detail effect of the brick staircase underneath, whereas the top you kind of can't have that detail because of the way the paneling is. I'm showing you the base of my roof now, and I'll go into a bit more detail explaining it. Basically, you're just doing your standard roof where you're just joining it. I've shown this in a couple of my builds now, like my cottage house build. There you go. So it's a simple roof. If you have a problem like this where you've got one roof overlapping, I simply try and make a kind of build looking joint for the roof. So typically I'll go right to the edge and then I make this kind of join like so. And it's just a nice way to kind of naturally join your roof. Roofs are quite unnatural looking, like they're they're not perfect. A lot of roofs are all different shapes and sizes, so don't be afraid if you have a roof overlapping like that, just try and naturally build it. So we're going to focus on now the special roof we're doing for our little front door area here. All you want to do is remove some of the roofing you have done and then extend down the roof of your front door so you have this pyramid shape. Then just make a little kind of roof covering the other area, and there is your little roof. You just want to fill in this area here with a wall block there because you don't want to look like you've got this empty gap behind your roof. You want to look like that roof is just joining to more wall. So that's what we're going to do there. So there is a little kind of quirky roof little area for your front door. It's another Tudor thing. I see it quite commonly if you look at Tudor houses. They have these little quirky like overhanging roof details for front door areas. So that's what I've done as well. But you can already see from the bare basics of my build, I'm just adding some detail here with staircases. But you can already see a lot of the features of Tudor homes, that they have pointy slant type roofs like that at the front for details. They're a mixture of brick, you have different textures of white and the wood paneling. So that's kind of what I'm going for there. Now I'm going to be quickly doing a chimney for my build now because British homes do have a lot of fireplaces, not just British homes, so any home particularly that's in a colder climate will have a fireplace. So I'm going to be building a 2-story fireplace for my build. So what you want to do is start the bottom of your chimney on the ground of your build like so. You then want to extend that up through the house, just break into your house, that's completely fine because you will have your 2nd-story chimney there. And you just keep building it up and up. I'm going to add details to my chimney by doing, like my front door area, I'm going to be putting random staircases in. The top of my chimney, I will do some smoothed out stone slabs because it's a nice kind of like concrete effect to the top of my chimney. And I will also be adding some little kind of flower pots to the top because they kind of look like the top of chimney, like the little chimney spouts. Something else you could do as well, I'm just moving these quickly here. Something else you could do as well, maybe at one end you could do a couple of anvils like in the gap there, which I just placed. So maybe you could do some anvils and then you could do a mixture of anvils and flower pots. It's really up to you what you want to do. Just design a chimney how you think your chimney should look. I just think it's cool doing it over 2 stories so that way my master bedroom can have a chimney and my bottom floor can have a chimney. So now that you have the base frame of your Tudor home done, I'm going to quickly show some details on the inside that you should include in your home. The first thing I'm going to be doing is, well, I'm going to fix this up first. But the first thing you want to be making sure you have in a Tudor home, these are typically really old houses in England and they have short ceilings. The problem with Minecraft though is you want your windows to be 2 blocks high, not 1 block, but you need a base at the bottom. So 4 blocks is really kind of the minimum you can do. So to get the effect, so I've quickly filled in my floors now. All you want to be doing is around the edges, you just want to do a staircase and then you want to kind of make little ridges in the roof by doing a slab that's higher, a slab that's lower, a slab that's higher, a slab that's lower, and then that way you can kind of have like a little ditched roof effect inside your build. So this is basically the finished product of my house now. I sped up ahead and did my interiors in my garden because it's really up to you how you want to design the inside. You can see my roof there, I have that ditch down effect that I mentioned. I got a teapot there, little teacup, because tea in British. This is my kitchen. I kind of kept it British farm style kitchen. My 2nd story, I've got a big bedroom here. There's my little bookcase snooky there that I mentioned. My doors, I did the spruce one because they're old looking. My inside area here, all I've done is the right side of my house, I kept the roof low like the bottom floor. This side of the house, I simply covered the roof in wood staircases and then I did some beams up the top to have a open beam roof area. You could do either design, you could do beams the whole top floor, you could do just the closed-in roof like I showed there. It's really up to you how you want to be doing that. My garden I kept quite simple. I made it lush and green, lots of flowers, lots of plants. I've got heights, I've got features, I've got sitting areas. So just the basics. I tried to keep it like a small little cottagey garden here. But yeah, so that's all that really is to it, to building an English style Tudor home. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below with like things that you would like me to build. Like always guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.